Καλησπέρα από Ελλάδα, welcome from Greece. Είμαστε στο μάθημα νούμερο 2. We are on class number 2 and today we'll learn how to use the articles in Greek. Okay, first of all, let's try to practice reading some words because in the previous two classes we learned about the alphabet and the combinations. So, the word for tree in Greek is dendro. Dendro. The word for water is νερό, νερό, νερό. University is πανεπιστήμιο, πανεπιστήμιο, πανεπιστήμιο. The word for doctor is γιατρός, γιατρός, γιατρός. The lawyer is δικηγόρος, δικηγόρος. The word for glass is ποτήρι, ποτήρι. The word for sofa is καναπές, καναπές. The word for door is πόρτα, πόρτα. Television is τηλεόραση, τηλεόραση. Telephone is τηλέφωνο, τηλέφωνο. Microphone is μικρόφωνο. Megaphone is μεγάφωνο. The word for voice is φωνή. Lamp is λάμπα and κρεβάτι is the bed. Κρεβάτι. Λοιπόν, now let's see some things. So, in Greek it's very important to remember that all the nouns can be masculine, feminine or neutral. And we understand, we identify the gender of a noun most of times from their word endings. 95%. Actually all times, okay. So it's very important to remember these word endings here. So masculine nouns typically end in os, is or as. So technically when we have the word ending s, sigma, most of times, okay, the word will be masculine. Let's see some examples. First of all, let's see the articles. Λοιπόν, we have three articles. O is the masculine article, we use it before masculine nouns. E is the feminine article, and to is the neutral noun. So, let's see. The word human in Greek is called anthropos. So, it's a masculine word, so if we want to say the human, we will say o anthropos. If you remember the word anthropology, it comes from these words. Okay, anthropos is the human in Greek. So, if you want to say the student in Greek, the male student, you will say ο μαθητής. Ο μαθητής. Let's see some examples with the feminine article. For example, the cat in Greek is a feminine word. So we will say η γάτα. The cat. The woman in Greek also is a feminine word. So we will say η γυναίκα. If you remember the word gynecologist, it comes from this word. Γυναίκα is the woman in Greek. And the neutral article is το. So the words house and book are neutral, so we will say το σπίτι for the house and το βιβλίο for the book. Nice. So the definite article is like in English say the boy, the cat, the woman, blah blah blah. The indefinite article, accordingly in English, is when we say a man, a woman, a door, a problem, blah blah blah. In Greek it also changes. Okay, it's separated in three genders, masculine, feminine and neutral. So for masculine words we use the article ένας. If we want to say a man, we will say ένας άντρας. Ένας άντρας. If we want to say a woman, we will use the article μία or μια. So we will say μία γυναίκα. And if we want to use a problem, which is an indefinite article, which is a neutral noun, I'm sorry, we will say ένα πρόβλημα. Ένα πρόβλημα. A problem. Ωραία. So, if you remember that all the nouns that they have the word ending os, is, or as are masculine, you will be able to use the correct article. So, ο άνθρωπος, okay, the human, a second, so you see word ending os, so masculine, so the article ο. If we want to say the man, word ending as, so ο άντρας. And the word for student, the word ending is. Okay, you see this? So it's masculine. So we will say ο μαθητής. Then for the feminine nouns, when we have the word endings e or a, the words will be feminine, so we'll use the article e. So the word for cat, γάτα. You see, word ending a. So η γάτα. The word for woman, γυναίκα. Word ending a. So η γυναίκα. Αυτά. The word for the group, the company, η παρέα. Now, let's see also the neutral nouns. When we have the word endings e, not this e, but this e, iota, omicron, o, or ma, the word will be neutral. You see here, when we have a, we said that it's feminine. So, for every other a letter that it has before the a, the word will be feminine. But if we have mu, it will be neutral. So we have to check when we have a, also the previous letter. If it's a ma, it's a neutral. If not, it's a feminine word. So, the house will be το σπίτι, neutral word. The room will be το δωμάτιο. And the problem will be το πρόβλημα. Because it has a word ending ma. Οπότε, αυτά για σήμερα. Try to remember the word endings here. You will see it's the most important thing in Greek if you want to make sentences correct. And for homework, next time you will have to rewrite all these words here using in front of the correct article. For example, the word δέντρο. You see it has the word ending o, so you'll have to think o. When we have o, what the noun will be, we go here, we check, it will be neutral. So, how we'll say the tree? You will say το δέντρο, and accordingly, using the indefinite article. If you want to say a tree for neutral, you will say ένα δέντρο. Οπότε, so, αυτά για την επόμενη φορά. Try to do the homework. Next time we'll see the personal pronouns and also we'll see the verbs, how we make sentences and using the verbs on the present tense. Και αυτά από μένα. That's it for today. Τα λέμε στο επόμενο μάθημα. See you in the next class. Μέχρι τότε να περνάτε καλά. Until then, the best. Τα λέμε. Ciao.